Man, what it do, world? It's your boy, the Toothless Wonder, back with another video. Boy, it's real in the battlefield, baby. Everything we seeing now, whether it's, world news, current events, uh, and your personal life, and the various aspects thereof, it's all been prophesied. But I tell you what, though, it's amazing to see it in real time. Like, wow. If you ask me, let me tell it. Don't nothing make no sense. Again, I'll use this term because E40 stole my lingo, right? Everything is flip-floppity. Right is wrong, wrong is right. So much so, we don't even know what truly right is anymore in a general mainstream societal kind of sense. And a lot of times, I don't be had nothing to really say. Um, I'm actually better, like, just talking into a camera ain't really my feng shui, right? I'm actually better off in the flow of conversation with another human being, right? But I'll check out numerous YouTubers with credit, spiritual stuff, current events, prepper stuff. I cover the gambit on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? That's why I study at. I go to YouTube University, and then people give me or things to think about, and then I'll kind of piggyback off of it or give my take or whatever the case may be. It's mad whack out here, B. And I'm under the belief if you don't feel like it's whack to some degree, it's because you down with the get down. You know what I'm saying? We're in a society where the truth is hated, right? But nobody knows what the truth really is. I've been known this, like, from just my time, in addiction in the streets and being around various characters, especially in the black community. We esteem the worst type of people behaviorally and pedestalize these folk, yo. You know what I'm saying? And these folks don't be nothing like nothing. Like, we esteem the bamboozler, even though the bamboozler doesn't care about the person who is esteeming them. Like a Jay-Z type, like everybody, because of finance, everybody, hang glide off his testicles, right? But that man has shown through his history and personal relationships, he's a horrible human being. But because of finance or his appearance or position in the system, it's like we defend them. And now if you defend these type of people, it's because I think deep down you want to be like them, or you'll do the stuff they did to get to where they at. The lack of, like, I'm kind of, I wouldn't call myself necessarily antisocial. It's just I don't find social interaction uh uh meaningful or enjoyable, because the a lot of times the personal interaction, it be real superficial or off-putting to me. And then the times that I do, it be more so like with older people, or let's say younger people who have their own kind of thoughts and ideas. But the average person is superficial. You know what I'm saying? Like, here's another thing I've noticed, right? I actually saw a female friend of mine, um, you know what I'm saying, from like seasons past on Facebook, and she got a loyalty tattoo on her wrist, right? And I kind of chuckled to myself. Now, granted, anybody can change, but I'm like, yo, this woman is the most disloyal person I know. You know what I mean? Like, I'll see posts or women say, where are the good men at? But what I know of these people in real life, they're not attracted to good men. You see what I'm saying? Like, everything has turned into this bait and switch tactic, or everyone's just talking tomfoolery to the degree of, and like, people who do the most talking do the most nothing that should be done anyway. You know what I'm saying? For those of us who are sane, it could actually make you mad. It could actually not drive you into insanity, but that might also be one of the catalysts for people just kind of restricting themselves out of society, not because they're antisocial, because they don't find anybody to be social with that they enjoy socializing with. And I'm in that particular category. I find, conversation, human interaction very, very uplifting. Like, I lose track of time when it's real. But for the most part, I'm talking to somebody, and in the back of my mind, I'm like, man, I'm thinking about, my exit statement or what excuse I'm going to come up with, roll out, or without seeming rude and all that. Because I'm just on a different wavelength. And it can be very vexing, I guess, to say the least. Because as a human, you do have the desire for human interaction, community, a sense of belonging, so on and so forth. But for me personally, it ain't a whole lot I wanna attach myself to in society. These social hierarchies, whether they be on your job or, groupings of friends, it be all superficial. And then it be, in a sense, like, for the most part, your quote unquote, like nowadays, your quote unquote friends or associates are actually more dangerous than people don't like you. Because if you know they don't like you, you know how to move, or you know what to do when y'all see each other, whatever the case may be. It be your friends that be having the hidden jealousies. It be your friends that be plotting on your significant other, which never made no sense to me. I have a plethora of stories of brothers in the streets who were doing XYZ together. One brother go to jail, and then the first thing the other brother do is go tell his lady or his girl or whatever all the dirt they did so that he can sleep with her, which I found to be insane. All these other women out here, why would you do that? I have a ton of stories like that. I'm like, we did all this dirt and made this money together, and it just be making you think these folk was like this the whole time. You can't really tell. Maybe you can in hindsight when you pick up certain, you know, red flags or so. And I'm a whole lot more in tune to do that now. But if you're a genuine person, you're not necessarily looking to fault find. You might see something like, oh, okay, you know what I mean? Take a mental note of it. But you're like, when you deal, you're not thinking about people betraying you. Because you're not along those lines. You see what I'm saying? But these people, whenever the opportunity presents itself, this super duper opportunistic society, and we see it even in the social media space, where individuals of the same section of YouTube may have been, cordial online or whatever the case may be. And when the right opportunity presents itself or constructs itself or constructed in their mind, they the first one to throw the brother under the bus or expose them. And you couldn't tell they was even cool at one point. You know what I mean? Like I said, the people who need to be exposed get a pass. Or they'll get some benefit of doubt levied against them, right? But the genuine person, it's like they can't even, it's like everybody will believe the most cockamamie stuff. Then they'll say they're exposing you, but the evidence they're using doesn't validate their point. They just giving you they're just bombarding you with frivolous information. Like somebody will say, okay, I lied, right? I'm like, man, what I lie about? And then see this text message on, let's say September 1st, when you say, oh, it's a nice day, it was 75 degrees. Well, look at Google. It say it was 69. You're a liar. Huh? Oh, for real? All right, you got that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what. And then moving in the future, I'm not fearful, but good God of mercy. This might be preparation, because eventually these people are going to start turning on each other as resources and, the societal construct becomes more pressing and crushing on the lifestyles and the illusions that people have. This is amazing, bro. Like here it is. Even if we look at, celebrities, which, it's probably whatever they got going on up there with them. It's so crazy how you got rich men, and I know a few that do pretty well, and they can't keep a woman. But then they have you in this construct, believing you got to, get your money up, get your weight up, or woo to get the best pick of harlots. Why would I do all this work for that to be the prize at the end of the line? That's why I say if I don't like the rules of the game, I ain't playing. No. The prize ain't worth me participating. Now, everything I do for me, mine's purpose, and so on and so forth. No. Like you'll get a promotion, right? A lot of times, and let's say the warehouse jobs and all that. So it sounds good on paper, or when they speak it, right? Like when I was at the one spot, and they gave me a promotion, which actually it gave me $1, an extra $1 an hour, which would have equated to an extra $80 on my extra $40 on my check, to then assume all this responsibility that I see the actual manager of the department is stressed out about, just so I can go around people and say I'm the assistant shipping inventory manager. But I'm only making an extra $40 a week and working myself 4 times as hard. This place, Babylon, is becoming a place where don't no same one deal. Like me personally, I don't really, I'll do what I gotta do, but I ain't really with this 9 to 5 culture stuff, man. Now, I'm not better than nothing, but I am beyond it. For the game people play, and you know what I'm saying? Like, we all know this, and I'm a good worker. Like, I've never been fired from a job. Every job I've quit, they've actually hired me back. Whether it was warehouses, waterproofing, the rehab spot, a couple other spots, trash truck, you know what I'm saying? I actually get hired back. But I'm not with the tomfoolery. Because they talking to you, like, well, they'll try to talk to you, and then when you address it, no matter who it is, supervisor, owner, whatever, then they'll act like something wrong with you because you won't allow yourself to be treated any kind of way. Then they're like, now they're scared of you. Like they think of these folk as slaves, or you just supposed to put up with whatever. They come up with these little company edicts and that fly out through, and then you voice your opinion, professionally, respectfully. Now everybody on you. You know what I'm saying? What? It's like people get mad when you got your own brain, but everybody got their own brain. Yo, this is ill, yo. I was just thinking about how just wacky, wild Kool-Aid style this here, bro. You know what I mean? I'm just going, just wherever I'm going with this here. But I personally know and this is why I don't do it, because I haven't seen the right caliber of woman to deal with. But not everybody. I would say 90% conservative of the black dudes that I know that are in a relationship with black women, the black woman cheating. Even though scientifically or physiologically or however that works, women will tell you, or we all know that women are attracted to a man who can attract other women. Then you get with her, then society tells you got to curb that, or whatever the case may be. Then she loses respect for you. Now your wife got a couple boyfriends. But if you quote unquote cheat, right? She taking you through the ringer. Which I'll interject there. You can cheat in the terms we're talking about. You can cheat so long as either one or two of things are coexisting at the same time. You can cheat so long as either one, your wife, not you, your wife have to feel like the woman looks better than her or is doing better than her. But Lord forbid you cheat down, oh, you're done. She gonna smash your homeboy. And then 9 times out of 10, that'll actually happen because she realizes now as people are changing, your homeboy ain't sticking to no code. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just so many brothers out here with these wild Jones on their jacket. Now, I've lived a wild life. I've been, addicted and homeless and whatever. But nobody has ever, because they know I'm not out that much, they can just tell. But nobody has ever accused me of trying to sleep with a woman, somebody I fooled with. Now, I'm pretty sure it happened, and I ain't know the dude, or forgot to ask, or something along those lines. But somebody I run with every day, or I got love for this, love me, see, ain't nobody ever accused me even thought. And the women know that. I share a story. It's just like, wow, yeah. Nobody's ever accused me of that. You know what I'm saying? I know a plethora of brothers, right, in this situation, right? Even when I was growing up, right? Now, nobody taught me none of this. It just was a factory setting. If we out and about and something going on and it kick off, right? Either one or two things is going to happen. We're either leaving together or we're going to the hospital together. I've seen some, like, they play tough and I'm this, I'm that, and the third. You know, the super macho brothers. And then something crack off, and then you hear man gone. And left him, you know what I'm saying? But you was talking all this and talking, no, you about you woo the woo. But then when the game time, you gone. And they be the brother who talk the most yin yang. I know brothers who I'm smashing this one, I'm smashing this one, I'm smashing that one, right? And then as soon as they hear they lady they dealing with or they main squeeze smashing, they can't have, they fall all to pieces. But you were just, so why you even just going, the players ain't playing no more. You see what I'm saying? Just like I said, the leadership ain't leading. The influencers aren't influential. And if it is, it's on the left hand side thing where they leading you off a cliff or influencing you in bamboozlement. You know what I mean? The teachers don't teach anymore. They're just giving you, curriculum and instruction. You know what I'm saying? It's like nothing is in its original form. You know what I'm saying? The men, because I saw a video yesterday, and the brother was right. The men ain't men no more, yo. And I'm talking about, like, strip all the other stuff away, like finance, possessions, all that. Like, even if you were going to a jail situation or a prison situation where everything's stripped away from you, then you'll see what kind of man you is, yo. These men stick their chests out because of finance or possession, which is a good thing to have if you work towards that, no diggity, no doubt. But you're not supposed to lead with that. You lead with your character. You lead with your beliefs. You lead with your principles. You lead with your morals. That's how men typically judge other men. Not these new men. they meat ride whoever hot at the time. And then if they cool off, they just go meat ride the other person. Or whoever the next one up. You know what I'm saying? The real ain't real no more. Tupac had a verse, and I find it to be ever more true now. How he said, yo, real Negroes turn to busters. Bury me a G. All your real ones are busters. All your real ones, let's say, like in the music business or whatever, they all sweet. Or they've all told. They've all broken the very rules that they wear on their jacket that they say live by. But when it's convenient enough for them, or when the threat of loss is in play, they'll tell. It's a whole new game. The gangsters ain't gangstering no more. But then still claim the title. You know what I'm saying? Like, and more often times than not, you might have a supervisor who can't manage. That's part of the title. How are you a supervisor but inept at managing? But then we'll have a supervisor who completely sucks at their job, but then everybody say, yeah, because they like them. No different than how black people vote. We don't vote for actually the person who's the best to do the job or will make our lives, or who is the best to influence our lives from that position. We vote for who we like, and the people we like end up doing us the worst. And then the next cycle, we'll do the same again. That's why I can't talk to these folks. Like typically, I can't talk to the baby boomer Democratic vote Negro. Oh man, one thing that demographic of Negroes can't handle is new information and new ideas, unless the white man give it to them. Boy, it's real on the battlefield, boy. Sometimes it make you frustrated. And in times previous, without the strengthening of the journey, just what I said in and of itself and thinking about it, it's enough to make me go get a beer, man, sit by the water, man, and just kind of mentally leave this place. Like, now I have the ability to do it without drinking, but or messing me up, you know what I'm saying? Because everything else messed up. They don't give me the right to mess me up. You know what I'm saying? The love ain't loving no more. Like I remember I was doing one shorty, right? And she said, I love you. How you love me, but then you doing all this here? You just saying it, but your action and behavior don't show it. And then you just keep saying words that have no meaning to it because there's no action behind it. Your action is actually the polar opposite. The tough people ain't tough no more. It be the person who be chilling calm. He be the one who blow you up. But that's the person everybody tried. And then when he get jiggy, these same type, they ready to call the police. I've had that happen. Negroes. Well, I'll keep Negroes since I'm of that, I'm of the black delegation. Negroes don't be fighting and competing for women and ladies, even though it seems like they few and far between. They be fighting over hoes, yo. Where they do that at? Like rappers will make all these songs about, we don't beef over no hoes and whoop the whoop the whoop the whoop. But then get into a beef and come to find out there's a hoe in the midst of the beef, or was the catalyst for thereof. That's why I said this, yo. I don't be listening to nobody. But the way my brain and my ear and the filter on my ear set up, if I hear the truth, my antenna instantly go up. Because you don't hear it that often. That'd be like somebody say, yo, man, I slap you. You know what I'm saying? You could be talking or just doing whatever, and you hear somebody just out of the blue say, I slap, and you just stop, like, look around, like, who we talking to? It's the same thing with me for the truth. I could be in the midst of a grocery store or just hear something. Who said that? Who said that, Riz Neal? Now we finna talk. Or I'm ready to hit you with the, you know what I mean? And this is just tip of the iceberg. The American society is not set up to handle hardship, let's say other places have, because of the leisure and the convenience and the illusionary societal construct. We not set up to handle that. And I know this personally. And I use this as a counterattack if I'm dealing with like someone who's narcissistic or whatever that blanket term they put out there, right? I'll just and blow your ego up to other people or expose your, you know what I'm saying, your ego or wherever you're deficient at characteristically. Then them people come down because now they had nothing to fall back on. I noticed that too, yo. Like a lot of times these so-say narcissists be so eager to expose you, but they do that because they realize, oh, he sees through me. He sees who I really am. And because they're afraid you're going to expose the fallacy of their image, that's when they run around and go to a whole bunch of people they don't personally know to tell them about you. So they can hurry up and get that narrative out front. But I mean, yeah, I might say whatever I say, but I'm just not screaming it from the hills. And if you put us in the same room, you ain't going to do all that. So what's the point? I know. I don't care what nobody else think. Like I said, I told my probation officer that. I know I ain't do it. So I don't care what you think. You know what I'm saying? Me and God knew. She was blown away. Yeah. Oh, man, it's round the battlefield. But, all in all, you can always go down, just do what you got to do to maintain you. What would it profit a man to gain the entire world or pursue it for that matter and lose his soul, yeah? And you done forgot you don't even recognize yourself in the mirror no more because you're putting up with this and dealing with this and not standing up for this and You know what I'm saying? What's the point? What we want all this socializing, but then you don't enjoy your own company. You know what I'm saying? Can't get through nothing. Everything break you down and all that, man. Life happens. And I think that's another, and I'm going to leave on this point. I think that's another thing. Like, this Babylonian society has made it seem like something wrong with you if you go through life or a hardship in whatever degree or form, fashion that may take. This society got you think you supposed to be balling out of control since the day you born, you know. You supposed to have all the opposite sexes, you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't, like, you just supposed to already come fully equipped. Like, nothing is in progression. Nothing you work toward. You know what I'm saying? Everybody stunting and fronting. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing wrong with, I guess dressing a certain way, or depending on where I'm going, I get jiggy, but you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody looking like they the done dada. But these people be having horrible reputation and horrible characters. And then they get with other like-minded people. You know, like that meme of Spider-Man. It's like 3 Spider-Man, they all pointing at each other in a round robin. That shit is like, it really is like living in a simulation, yo. It's real, but it's not real. Because this ain't really how it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? And on that note, man, I'ma holler at y'all, bro. Ooh, ah!